Making sure I am live here. Okay, there we go. Always takes a second. Hello. Oops, to pull up and a delay. Okay. All right, let me know when you guys are live with me here. Happy Thursday. How is everyone? Okay, looks like we are good to go on both fronts. Awesome. Thank you guys so much for joining. Let me know in the comments when you are here. As always, welcome. Thanks for joining the Ambitious Outcomes live series here on LinkedIn. This series is for you guys to help you carve a better path for authority and visibility to help your career and or your business grow, leveraging my experiences, my insights, and my knowledge as a thought leadership specialist and B2B marketer and LinkedIn specialist. So this series is for you every week. Last week I was on a webinar talking about LinkedIn, giving you guys some more tips. So I didn't go live here because I was live on a webinar with Perfect Audience an hour earlier. But we are back to our regular scheduled program here. Hey Angela, happy Thursday. Hey Dale, good afternoon. How are you guys? So remember, when you guys join me on these lives every Thursday, you are going to be entered for a chance to win a free mini makeover, LinkedIn makeover valued at $500, which is just one way for me to say thank you for your support and for joining me here on these weekly lives where it's all about you and helping you guys and providing value to you. Hey Steve, how are you? Of course, that's my job, make you guys better. I got your email, Steve. I haven't had a chance to respond. So I'll get to that here in a second. So today, you guys, I want to talk to you about a couple of things. One is a new LinkedIn feature that I was invited to try out. I'm going to tell you about here in a second. And then also I'm going to touch on the things that you need to be doing, the top 3 things you need to be doing on LinkedIn right now, and how you manage your time efficiently for those things. So there's certain areas of LinkedIn that a lot of people neglect, and they're very, very important. And also people just don't realize that they should be doing these things on LinkedIn and how impactful they actually are. And they're kind of confused on where to spend their time. And they end up just throwing things to the wall and hoping it sticks and kind of wasting time on LinkedIn. So I want to help you guys get super crystal clear on where to spend your time, on how to see results with LinkedIn. Okay, so that is what we are going to do today. And as always, when you comment on these LinkedIn live series, you will be entered to win that free mini makeover. So first of all, did you guys hear that LinkedIn stories rolled out? You guys, have you seen them at all? So LinkedIn is trying to be like the cool kids, right? Like Instagram and Facebook, and they rolled out their version of stories, and they invited me to test it out. So they invited some select super users, as they call us, super LinkedIn users, to test out the LinkedIn stories, and it just rolled out today. And I tried it out and I posted. Let me know if any of you guys have access to this, or if you can see LinkedIn stories on your mobile phone. So you can only access it from your mobile phone, but it's just like Facebook and Instagram. So when you log into your mobile phone, you'll see those little circles at the top of people that have posted stories. That's how you see them. So let me know if any of you have access to that. So I posted a story today, and I don't think everyone has access to it. So come to find out, like, our clients can't see them. Some other people I talk to can't see them. And so I don't know if you guys can. So I think they might have only rolled it out for select people to actually use it and to view them. So they're interesting. I used it. It was fine. Obviously not as many features as Instagram and Facebook, and there was no filters. Lame, right? So the lighting was weird, and I had to like go out front to be strategic about the lighting because, you know, there was no help in that department. And just some other little things, but it's brand new and they're looking for feedback. So should be fun. I'll keep doing it, but I don't think everyone can see them. So let me know if you guys can. Okay, so I also have a special guest coming on next week that I'm super excited about, that I will talk again at the end of this 30-minute session here. So I am going to have on this series with me next week same place, same time, Chris Walker, who is the CEO of Refine Labs. Chris is an awesome LinkedIn influencer. He posts videos every single day. He has double the amount of followers that I do, gets loads of engagement, and is really great at building a brand and a personal brand on LinkedIn. And he also does this for his clients. So he's 100% a thought leader in the space. He's doing some amazing things. And him and I are going to come on next week for you guys and tell you the exact steps you need to take to stand out from 99% of LinkedIn users, because we want to help you guys show you the right way to use LinkedIn, because most people aren't doing it. Again, 99%, right? So next week, Chris is going to join me, and together we are going to help you really get clear on what you need to do to stand out from the crowd on LinkedIn. So I'm super excited about that. So make sure you guys join me next week for that. So on that note, let's talk a little bit about this. So the three things I'm going to tell you about, if you do these, you're going to stand out as well. And I want to start off with the most important that I feel like is often overlooked and people just kind of wait for it to happen. And that's the building relationships part of LinkedIn. So we have three different buckets here I want to talk about. So the first is building relationships, and I feel like it's often overlooked. I posted a video yesterday on this, and it basically said, just because you post content, it doesn't make you a thought leader, okay? Just because you post content, and it could be great content, that does not make you a thought leader. And that's not really how you get results on LinkedIn. You have to be doing all of the things. And by all of the things, I mean building relationships is key number one. So posting content is great and all, but if you're not building relationships with people, then it kind of defeats the purpose. That's what social media is for, and that's what LinkedIn was created for. So you guys should be adding new connections every single day on LinkedIn, every single day. Or if you only use LinkedIn like a few times a week, whatever the days that you're dedicating towards LinkedIn, if you're logging into LinkedIn, you should be sending connection requests every single day. And the best way to do that is to send personalized requests. So if you're doing it kind of in bulk and you're sending it to a lot of people, you can always send the simple, "Hey, Steve, open to connecting?" ? That's not the most ideal, but it works. If you want to take a little bit of extra time, send them something that is customized. "Hey, Steve, saw your comments on Mandy's posts. Would love to connect here." "Hey, Steve, saw your awesome video the other day. Love what you're doing. Would love to connect." So just tie something together that is personalized, okay? The second thing is engagement that a lot of people overlook. So I think I told you guys this story last week, or a couple weeks ago when I was live last, that a connection I know, I was talking to her on the phone, and she told me that she made a comment on an influencer's post, and because of that one comment, she got 400 followers almost instantly from one comment, okay? Because she splits her time between posting valuable content and engaging on other posts, so popular industry posts. I've talked about this before. Follow industry hashtags, follow people in your space. So when it goes back to building relationships, you guys should also pay attention to those new connections that you're building, especially the targeted ones, and you should be commenting on their posts. You should be liking their posts. So all of these things I'm going to talk about, you need to dedicate chunks of time towards whenever you're on LinkedIn. So for example, okay, I'm going to spend 20 minutes on these days I'm on LinkedIn, whether it's every day or Monday, Wednesday, Friday. For 20 minutes, I'm going to go and I'm going to send customized connection requests to my target audience. I'm going to use the search functionality on LinkedIn. We use Sales Navigator, but you can use the free version if you want. And I'm going to spend 20 minutes. I'm going to connect with very highly targeted people, whether that is partnerships or prospective clients, okay? Don't underestimate the value of partnerships as well, because there are a lot of people in your industry or similar industries that wouldn't be good prospective clients, but they have loads of your ideal customers, okay? So they already have loads of your ideal clients, and all it takes is a relationship with them and an understanding of what you guys do and how you can complement each other. And just like that, you have an opportunity to have loads of new clients from that connection. So very important to not just think about it from strictly a prospecting standpoint, but also relationship building with others in the industry that can help you get where you want to go. Also collaboration opportunities too, for content, getting you in front of different audiences, collaborating on guest blogs or videos, whatever it is. And then the third thing is posting content. And of course, only 1% of people are posting content. So huge opportunity here. So those are 3 things we talked about. So it's building relationships, engagement, and posting content. Those are the 3 things that you guys need to focus on if you want to get results on LinkedIn. And how you manage your time efficiently is time blocking. So making sure that the moment you sit on LinkedIn, you know exactly what you're doing. Sure, you can spend 2 minutes browsing your LinkedIn feed. That's also a great way to find posts to comment on, but you shouldn't just be aimlessly browsing like a robot your phone or your desktop just looking at posts. That's not going to do you a whole lot of good. So you need to be very strategic and disciplined with your time on LinkedIn. So for 15 minutes on Monday, I'm going to send, these 25 connection requests with custom messages. Then for the next 20 minutes, I'm going to go and I'm going to, the hashtags that I followed, I'm going to click on them, and then I'm going to comment on those posts. And I'm also going to look at the people that I'm following in the industry that are popular and have great content, and I'm going to go and I'm going to comment on any of those relevant posts. Then I'm going to spend, X amount of time creating content for myself and posting that. And then of course promoting that, right? We can get into that later though on that whole topic. So those are the 3 things that you guys need to be doing, and you need to be consistently doing it and blocking time out of your day to do that, because most of you are already on LinkedIn anyway, right? So if you're already on LinkedIn spending time, why aren't you being super efficient and strategic with that time? That's what I'm helping you with right here. So if you do those things, you're going to notice a world of difference. This is exactly what we do at ModGirl for our clients. So we create the strategy, we optimize their profile, we build out these search strings in Sales Navigator for target audiences, whether that's prospective customers, prospective partners. We build relationships, we send connection requests every single day to people. We send messages, we send thank you messages, and then we're posting content and we're engaging with people, okay? Every single day, we're following up with what's going on, the trends, the hot stories, we're commenting, we're liking, and then we're getting engagement on our posts as well. Hey Matt, hey Hugh, good afternoon, how are you guys? Thanks for joining. So, I want to share some stats with you guys to show you how powerful this is, just from recent stats from our clients just in the past month and past week, okay? And again, these are things that we're doing every single day at ModGirl, and I know they work or I wouldn't be talking about them, obviously, right? So, have you guys heard of Shield app? It's what we use for LinkedIn analytics. I don't know if you guys have heard of this at all. Let me know if you have. But it's awesome, and it pulls in the data from LinkedIn. It's called Shield app, and you can see exactly what's happening with your posts. It lines it up to see which ones had the most engagement, the most views, the most likes, the most comments, etc. And it also shows you all the activity from your profile. It's really awesome. We use it for our clients to show the progress we've made. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about some stats here just to back up, to validate what I'm telling you guys, in case you didn't believe me. Okay, so technology client, targeting enterprise customers. Within the very first week of ModGirl taking over this profile, we saw a 400% increase in profile views, okay? 400% increase in profile views. Then, going to the content, the post would get around 200 views per post. The very first post we created on his behalf and promoted, 2,344 views. That is a 10x with just one post. The very first post we created and promoted, okay? And by promoted, I don't mean paid. I mean our engagement tactics to encourage likes and comments, etc. 10x, very first post, and 400% increase in profile views. Then, within the month, we had over 13,000 views. We were only posting twice a week, 800 likes, 200 comments, 12 shares, 7% engagement. This is only 11 posts, you guys. So for 11 posts, we accumulated our client almost 14,000 views, 3,823. I'm just gonna round it up. 11 posts, 14,000 views, and 757 likes, and over 200 comments, 12 shares. We could go on and on. The trends of what it looks like. I mean, all of these are just going like this every single week because we are doing exactly what I told you guys we're doing. We're posting valuable content, we're engaging, and we're building valuable relationships. And when you do this, you guys see results like that. Literally, it's almost instant the moment you start doing this, okay? Another client is an executive for a very large company. And within 1 week, 483% increase in profile views. More than the client I just told you about, actually. 483% increase in profile views. Then his posts from 2 weeks ago, getting an average of 572 views. Very first post we made, over 2,255 views, over 100 likes, and multiple comments. In addition to this, he landed 15 calls within the first week from us building relationships. 15 calls in 1 week, which is insane. We were even like, whoa, that's crazy. We just started implementing this, okay? His connector rate, like we're sending the connections on his behalf, 54% of people are saying yes and connecting with him, which is amazing. The average is 30%, if you guys didn't know. A good average, okay? Sometimes it's less than that. A really good average of people saying yes is like 30 to 40%. 54% is really, really, really good. That's what we're getting for him right now. And then almost 20% are replying to those messages. So amazing numbers here. And we just started. These are very, very new campaigns that I'm telling you guys about. And again, doing those 3 things I mentioned. So this stuff works, obviously. Hey, Matt, thanks for hopping on. Angela, yes, Shield is a paid app. So if you go to shieldapp.ai, so shieldapp.ai is the website, and yes, you have to pay for it. So this is what we do for Mod Girl. This is what we do for our clients. If you want us to do it on your behalf, awesome, reach out. We can obviously do that for you. If you guys know people who this would be beneficial for and they don't have the time to do it themselves, I would love an introduction. I offer 15% commissions on anyone you send my way that converts. I'm telling you this because, so I'm here with you guys every week sharing these tips with you, but a lot of people don't have time to do this. A lot of people are busy. They're busy executives, they're busy entrepreneurs, they're busy business owners, and they don't have time to write awesome content, or maybe they do, but they need help making it better and posting it and getting engagement on it. They don't have time to build relationships. Whatever it is, most of us are very, very busy, but a lot of us know the power in LinkedIn. And so I am here to help you guys if you want to do it yourself, but I'm also here as an agency owner and as a LinkedIn marketing specialist and B2B marketer to say that we can do it for you. So it's up to you, and the people in your community if they want to do it themselves or if they want help. And so either way, I'm here to help you guys. But I just wanted to share those stats with you because I was just looking at them and pulling them yesterday. And it's very, very powerful what can happen in a very short amount of time when you are very focused on the right tactics. And so all of these things are leading to opportunities, even if they don't lead to opportunities right away. So even if, this one client in particular got 15 phone calls in 1 week, but that doesn't happen all the time, right? That's not like the normal. But again, this is a snowball effect. So the more you do it, the more you're putting yourself out there. You guys don't know how many times I am hit up by people that I haven't talked to in years because they see my content on LinkedIn and they love what I'm doing and they see the value I provide. They see my videos. They see that I'm real. They see that I'm passionate. And it's a snowball. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger. And I've been super consistent for the past several months, more than I have in the past several years. I would say, I think in March or April, I started doing this very consistently, going live every week, posting at least 3 times a week. And it's paying off. It's paid off and it's continuing to pay off. And it's only getting better and it's only getting bigger. And it's an inbound process here. So next week, when Chris comes live with me, we're going to be talking about the brand, right? He talks a lot about demand gen and from a brand perspective instead of, so there's these people pumping out, just SEO campaigns and PPC campaigns, and that's great and all. But while everyone is battling for those, people like us and our clients are building their brand. So they're creating demand from the content that they make, where people are seeing them as thought leaders, as experts, and they're coming to them. They're not having to pay loads and loads of dollars in advertising or SEO to rank at the top for keywords that they're not even sure will convert. So instead, they're focusing on the brand. Granted, you can put up branded PPC campaigns. That's great. Always like the brand keywords, right? And you can still do SEO. I mean, we do that, right? Like this is a big part of what we do too. It's SEO, but you need to not forget about the brand. And I feel like so many companies and individuals and professionals do that. They forget to focus on brand. And what I mean by that is exactly what we're doing, what we're talking about here, is showcasing you as the thought leader in your industry. So people come to you, not you going to them. People are seeing what you're doing, but of course you still have to build those relationships and do the outreach, etc. But the more you do it, the more you are posting content and building those relationships, the bigger everything is just going to come. You're not going to have to be going out there and hounding, knocking down doors, not literally, figuratively, and, begging people to hire you when you're focusing on your brand and building valuable content and engaging with people. It's not even all about content, just being a part of the conversation. Be a part of what's happening in your industry. Chime in, leave comments, right? So just be a part of what's happening so people see you as that thought leader who wants to make an impact and who is involved in that. Hey Rahul, hey Starla, hey Gazim, hey Vivek on the Facebook front. Okay, so does all of that make sense? You guys have any questions on that at all? Let me know. I wanted to mention this real quick regarding your profile. I mentioned this last week on the webinar with Perfect Audience, where I talked about the 5 steps you need to take to build an audience on LinkedIn. Everyone, I don't know if you guys agree with me on this. You can let me know your thoughts on this. But when it comes to your LinkedIn headline, there are so many people using I help blank to XYZ, right? So like, I help attorneys get more clients by leveraging SEO or whatever it is. So they started off with I help. You guys know what I'm talking about here? Several of you might even have that in your profile, right? So Steve, you do. I help telecom buyers, which yours is good, Steve, because you can see the telecom buyers sift through technology like you can see it without clicking on your profile. But there's so many people that they say these I help in their profile. For one, everyone is like, there are so many people that are doing that, okay? 2, it cuts off the first part of your profile. So if you're gonna comment on something, it's only going to show your name and then the very beginning of your headline. It might even only show the first 3 words. So if the first 2 words are I help, well, that's already taking up prime real estate. And then the rest, you might not instantly see exactly what you do. You see what I'm saying here? Whereas if you say, if you put keywords in the very first 3 spots of the real estate, I'm calling it like headline real estate, then people instantly see who you help and kind of what you do, and it stands out more. Steve says, I help telecom buyers, that actually probably fits most because it's shorter. It still says I help, but I still think it could work. So I'm just bringing this up to you guys because it is really important, because a lot of people, when you're engaging and whatnot, and when you're posting, they're not gonna be able to see your whole headline. So I need you to be strategic about those first 3 words that you put in your headline, and it should be very crystal clear on what you do / who you help within those few words. Not all of them, obviously. It's only 3 words. So be strategic about it. I mean, you're not going to fit in everything, but it should be clear on this is the angle that this individual takes, right? Like this is what they do. And so I'm sharing this with you guys because it keeps coming up again, and I keep seeing the debate over this because there's so many like gurus out there telling you to use this I help formula. I help blank to blank by blank. It works because it's clear on what you do, but again, so many people are doing it and you just kind of blend in with the crowd and you kind of lose that prime real estate. I just wanted to mention that because something reminded me of it. I'm not sure what. Okay, so also, the difference between followers and connections. So I got this tip from an individual, and he told me to start, you guys have probably seen this if you follow me and follow my posts. He told me to start putting follow with my name and tag myself in all my posts. If you guys want to know what I'm talking about, you can go look at my post here in a second when we're done here. And he told me to do this. And so I'm always talking with random people that are doing cool things on LinkedIn and sharing tips and whatnot. And he said he was able to attract like thousands of followers just by putting that in his posts. So just a tip for you guys. It's hard for me to tell how much that's contributing, if it's just my content and my consistency and how it's just getting bigger and bigger, or if it's that, but I have seen an increase in followers. So the difference between followers and connections is LinkedIn cuts you off at 30,000 connections. And from then on, you cannot build any connections. and it's just followers from there. So a follower you aren't connected to, you can't see their stuff, but they can see your stuff. So they can see your post, you can't see theirs. So that's the difference between followers and connections. But if you guys want to try it out, go and look to see how I do it on my posts. I put follow and then I tag myself in it. And I do think it is helping a little bit because my content's getting seen by, you know, 2nd degree connections, 3rd degree connections, and getting shared, etc. So there's lots of people who aren't connected to me that are seeing my content, and it's easier for them to see that. Plus it's just, you know, you're telling people what to do. The psychology of, okay, I read this great post, and then the call to action is follow this person that wrote this great post. Oh, I'm gonna go do that. So it's just like the psychology behind it. But if you guys are posting content, try it out and tell me what your thoughts are on that. Steve says, I changed it. Assisting telecom buyers sift through technology options. Dang, you're fast, Steve. I like that. I like that better, Steve. Yep, good call. Good call. Dale says, so a value statement I help is used differently from a headline because of the size difference. Correct. And you can still use that value statement in your summary. You know, I'm not saying you get rid of it entirely, but I am just saying maximize that character space that LinkedIn gives you in the very beginning of your headline so it stands out more. But you can still 100% use that I help line in your experience and your summary sections. By the way, a lot of people aren't optimizing their experience sections, and it's a prime area for LinkedIn SEO real estate. I'm going to, since we're talking about it, I'm going to share my my checklist with you guys again. So I see so many people that have really great profiles, so their summary is great. It's a lot of people still talk too much about them and their summary. That's a whole other topic of conversation, but their headline's good. They have media, they have featured media, and then their experience section, there's nothing on it. So that is a prime opportunity for you guys to get even more awareness and show up in the search results. If you guys are actually filling out the description that LinkedIn allows you to have on the experience section. So your job title, essentially, which is called the experience section. So if you don't have that filled out, I highly encourage you to go and fill those out. And again, kind of a different angle that you have on your summary, because it's another place for you to showcase your expertise. You could put even like case study stats in there, results. You could even sprinkle testimonials in there if you wanted, and leverage those keywords. So it's a really great opportunity for that, but a lot of people aren't doing it. So I want to bring that up. Okay. So any questions for me that you guys have here before we hop off? No, we're almost out of time here, but next week, like I mentioned, I will be bringing Chris Walker with Refine Labs on, and we will be telling you guys the exact steps you need to take to stand out from 99% of LinkedIn users. He has a lot of amazing tips, especially video tips. So he's awesome at video. He has a podcast and he leverages his episodes for video clips, and he posts videos every single day. And I think you guys will really like what he has to say. And it's a different, fresh perspective, and he's doing really, really great things on LinkedIn. Of course, check out my checklist if you haven't already. Tweak your profile to just a little tiny tweaks go a long way, you guys. You don't really probably realize it, but it really does, especially leveraging those keywords and being strategic about your headline, because that's what people are looking for. And LinkedIn is only getting bigger. They're only rolling out more and more features, meaning you only are going to have more and more opportunities to build valuable relationships and land clients on LinkedIn. But you have to be maximizing your time and doing things in the most effective way possible. And that's why I'm here to help you guys, okay? Rahuli, yes, I will do that. I get lots of invitations every single day, and I have one of my team members helping me manage that. So I will get on that, okay? So thanks for sending an invite. Thank you guys so much, as always, for joining me. Let me know how else I can help you. If you have any specific topics or anything you want us to cover, me and Chris, next week on any LinkedIn tips to help you guys out. Any questions you have, let me know. I'm always here. Send me a message. If you want my help in your LinkedIn and branding yourself as a thought leader, helping your company get out there and get more clients, get more awareness, let me know. I'm here. Send me a message and we'll go from there. All right? Thank you guys so much. You're welcome, Michael. Thank you guys so much for joining. As always, make sure to leave a comment if you want to be entered to win a $500 mini LinkedIn makeover, which I will be drawing that later this, God, it's almost October, so soon. in a week, I will be picking a winner for that. So make sure you guys leave a comment on this LinkedIn Live so you can enter for a chance to win. Okay? Thank you guys. Enjoy the rest of your week and weekend. See ya.